great press conference with the medal winners of 60 meters. I will introduce the medalists. First one is Marcell Jacobs from Italy, result 6:41. The second one is Coleman from the United States, result also 6:41, but there were tiny differences. And number 3 bronze medal is Marvin Bracy, 6:44. I have a first question for the gold medal winner. Marcell, we had a pleasure to see you in Belgrade on the 7th of March, but the outcome is totally different today than it was just 12 days ago. So my question is actually related. Is this a part of your success strategy to focus only on important events and to divide the unimportant from important, or let's say less important from the really important competitions? Do these challenges motivate you more than, let's say, ordinary tournaments?
Sorry, but I speak in Italian.
Yes, of course.
Dico direttamente a te, non lo facciamo. No, assolutamente. Sicuramente l'obiettivo principale è quello di arrivare alla grande competizione, al massimo della forma, quindi quando più conta, e soprattutto avere degli avversari come loro due qui al mio fianco è stato molto motivante. Sapevo che per me era veramente difficile.
So the main target is to be in the best shape in the most important moments, and having two opponents, such opponents at my side, has been motivating me even more.
E sicuramente l'obiettivo è quello di arrivare sempre all'appuntamento che più conta nelle migliori condizioni per fare il miglior risultato.
It's always the same target, to be in the best conditions at the most important moment.
Thank you for an answer. My second question goes to silver medal winner, Coleman. First of all, it's good to have you back after some small, let's say, calls in your career. So I'm interested to know, you are the Birmingham winner 2018, and now you are so close to defending your title. What are your feelings at the moment? Because only the details decided about silver and gold.
I mean, you know, mixed emotions, like, as, you know, broad perspective, like you said, just, you know, everything that I've been through, to come back here, and I can feel myself getting better and better with each race, and to have the season's best, get a silver medal, and, you know, against the world-class field, it means a lot. So I'm grateful for that. But, you know, me as a competitor, of course, you know, I wanted to come out here and win, just like, you know, the other two guys right here, you know, they came out and they wanted to win as well. So I can't say it's a disappointment. It's just, you know, I wanted to win. But like you said, I mean, you know, 2018, got the gold there. Wanted to come back out here and try to defend my title. Came up a little short. You know, I've never been a part of something where, you know, it took so long to determine who was the winner. So it was a fun race, man, and I look forward to outdoors competing with these guys.
Thank you for your answer. And my third question goes to the bronze medal winner, Marvin Bracy. Your results is also impressive, but I was wondering if the Belgrade is just introduction to Oregon for you, or what is your actual plan for 2022? Is the Belgrade just one step towards your, I don't know, let's say maximum you expect to happen in Oregon? What's your plan for this year?
Well, for starters, you know, this is actually my third indoor team, you know, that I made. So this wasn't new to me. You know, this was, you know, it was just a stepping stone. But to be, you know, to sit on a panel with the reigning Olympic champion and the reigning world champion, you know, lets me know that I'm amongst good company. You know, I came out here, I executed 3 great races. I ran my personal best, you know, and I just came up a little short. But the plan is to, you know, ride off into outdoors with the same mindset that I had the back half of last season, to just, you know, continuously get better and hopefully see these two guys again at the World Outdoor Championships.
I'm sure you two guys will meet very often in the years to come. Now it's time for the questions from the floor, and I'm quite sure that you have a lot of them. So if you're interested, you can use the microphone either here or on the other side. So just raise your hand, step up, go to the microphone, introduce yourself, and we can start. Do we have questions? Just raise your hands. Okay? Okay. We'll do a second. No worries.
The question is for Marcell. I'm wondering, you sort of came out of nowhere last year to win the Olympics, and did you feel that a win here validates what you did last year, or does the gold medal validate itself in the Olympics?
La domanda è: tu hai vinto i Giochi Olimpici l'anno scorso venendo praticamente dal nulla, e pensi che la vittoria qui confermi per certi versi quello che hai fatto l'anno scorso, oppure non c'era bisogno di quello che hai fatto l'anno scorso e non aveva bisogno di conferma?
Sicuramente credo che quando vinci due ori olimpici non vengono per caso, ma da un percorso e da tanto duro lavoro. Sicuramente questo momento ha confermato quello che ho fatto l'anno scorso e che possiamo ancora migliorare e che siamo sulla strada giusta.
When you win 2 gold medals, you cannot win by chance. So this win can only confirm what I did last year. But again, the 2 goals of last year are the 2 goals of the Olympic Games.
Thank you for your answer. And the gentleman here was the second to.
I have a question for Marcell. I think that everyone saw last year your special training method on the stadium when you ran behind the car. And do you have something special in the winter training or something like that?
Ma in realtà è una tecnologia che stiamo provando ad utilizzare, ci aiuta a lavorare senza la resistenza del vento e per aumentare le frequenze e le velocità per poi riuscire a riutilizzarle senza quel macchinario.
It's a technology we're trying to use. It reduces the resistance from the wind and gives us the chance to increase speed, increase the number of steps. I don't want to say frequencies. That's it.
Thank you. I guess you're the next.
A question for Christian. There was that long wait to see who won, and I'm sure you were hoping it was going to be you. Then they announced it was Marcell, and he was celebrating on the track. And I noticed you went out of your way to go down and congratulate him. Sort of thought it was a great act of sportsmanship. What made you do that, and what did you guys say to each other?
I mean, just, you know, as an athlete and a competitor, you know, I feel like we have a common respect for each other for, you know, what it takes to even get to these moments. So, you know, I look at, you know, my fellow athletes like, you know, differently, you know, so, you know, happy for him that he was able to come out here and compete, personal best, you know, get a gold medal, and so he's on a roll, and I just wanted to, you know, make sure I, you know, congratulated him, and I just told him I look forward to, you know, competing with him in the future, you know, congratulations, and look forward to outdoors.
Thank you very much. Do we have, okay, you can raise a question.
The question is for Christian and for Marcell. You two did not get to race each other against each other at the Olympics last year. So what was it like for you to finally get to do that in the final tonight here in Belgrade? What was that experience like for each of you?
I mean, for me, you know, I love going up against the best of the best. You know, a world-class field. You know, and you know, Marcell, he's the Olympic champ. So I knew, you know, I would have had to come out here and put together a good race, and it would have took a special time to be able to come out with a win, and you know, it did. And you know, I mean, like you just said, the wait after the finish, you know, just added to the hype and the anticipation to see who won, and it was a fun race, you know, and so I look forward to, you know, the rivalry, as I've heard and had many questions asked before. And so I'm just looking forward to outdoor season, and I'm sure we'll have many races over the next few months and over the next few years as well. So.
No, per me è stata una grandissima motivazione sapere che avevo il campione del mondo in carica dei 60 metri e l'attuale record del mondo è il suo. Per me era veramente un grandissimo stimolo, non vedevo l'ora di poter competere con lui. Il mio obiettivo era cercare di stargli più vicino possibile, perché sapevo che poi in un 100 metri poteva essere utile per me, e essere arrivati così vicini per me è stato veramente un sogno che si realizzava. Ero venuto qui per dare il meglio di me stesso e cercare di migliorare quella prima parte di gara che un po' era la mia parte debole, e siamo riusciti a fare un grande risultato, e spero di riuscire a avere tante altre gare con lui, confrontarci. È sempre un grande stimolo e non vedo l'ora di arrivare alla stagione outdoor.
So I was so motivated by the fact I could run together with the reigning world champion and reigning world record holder. So this gave me a strong motivation, and I'm really happy to have been competing with him, close to him. I came here just to be as close as possible to Christian, and being the winner of such a great race really gives me a lot of happiness.
Thank you for your answer. More questions, please? Please.
My question is to Marcell. So a lot of top guys decided to skip, for example, winter season. So why did you decide to compete? So now you're an Olympic champion, and is it scary to lose to someone, for example?
No, l'obiettivo di questa stagione indoor io la volevo fare perché sapevo che dovevo appunto migliorare in quella prima parte di gara, che mi permetteva di potermi migliorare poi nei 100 metri, quindi l'obiettivo mio era in realtà fare solo la prima parte di stagione indoor. Poi abbiamo deciso di fare i campionati del mondo perché sapevo che dopo le prime gare potevo dare molto di più rispetto a quello che avevo fatto all'inizio della stagione, e l'importante era dimostrare di essere in grande condizione, migliorare in questa prima parte di gara per poi concentrarsi sui 100 metri che sono la mia gara forte, mettiamo così.
There is a reason why I decided to compete in the winter season. The reason is because I had to increase, to better the first part of my race, my start. So the target at the beginning was to take part to the first part of the season, competing in some races. Then at the end I decided together with my coach to take part also to the World Championships. But again, the main target was just to increase my start.
Thank you for your answer. More question? Gentleman there.
Marcell, you now have a rare opportunity to unite all the titles indoors and outdoors. Are you going to take part in Eugene and Munich, or just one championship? Thank you.
Sì, ci stavo pensando proprio prima, perché avendo conquistato il titolo indoor sia europeo che mondiale e le Olimpiadi, quest'anno si potrebbe concludere l'anno vincendo tutto quello che si può vincere, e sarebbe veramente una grande cosa. L'obiettivo è quello di farlo. In realtà ci sono 2 anni, perché ci sono i campionati del mondo anche il prossimo anno. L'obiettivo è quello però di riuscire a farlo quest'anno, e metterò tutto me stesso per riuscire a raggiungere queste imprese.
I was thinking to that a few moments ago, because having won the Olympics and now the World Indoor Championships, this year I have the chance to win all what is possible to win in athletics. I know there is another World Championship next year, but again, there is a chance this year to be the winner of everything, so my target is to reach this goal.
Thank you for your answer. More questions, please? Okay. Gentleman here.
So Christian, you didn't race at all last season. I'm wondering, you raced a few times this year coming into this meet. Do you feel like there's still any sort of rust, or was that an issue at all for you tonight?
Yeah, I think so, and I feel like I alluded to it earlier. I feel myself just gaining momentum and getting better and better with each race. I pretty much had 3 competitions this year. Melrose at the end of January, And I mean, I feel like a really rusty race. I was running out of position. And I feel like that's the race where I just, kind of just had like nagging injuries afterwards, for, the way that I was running. And so I was, I missed a few days of training, just having to get treatment and stuff like that. Just, nagging injuries. And so I came into USA's, just hoping to make the team. But, still just continue to get better. And so I've been feeling healthy since then. And I've been able to have some really good practices and build some momentum. But it's nothing like, actually competing, and especially against a world-class field. And so that's how you get better. And so I definitely look forward to the future, because I just, feel myself getting my rhythm back and getting better with each race. So I'm excited.
Thank you. Gentleman there.
Yeah, Christian, just really following up that, do you then plan to sort of come out early in the outdoor season, and have you got many plans at the moment for the outdoor season, just putting the World Championships to one side? Are you going to be running a lot of races in comparison to previous outdoor seasons?
Not necessarily. I feel like, I'll sit down with my coach after this and my agent and put together a plan. I think it's really helpful that I already had the buy for the 100 in Eugene. And so we'll just sit down and plan it out to see, where I should race strategically to just try to be at my best when it matters the most. And so I feel like I won't be running any more or less, than I have in previous years. And I'll just listen to my coach, and wherever he feels like is, the best place for me to go and compete and try to be better. And, the whole goal is to try to be my best in Eugene at the end of the summer. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to outdoors. Yeah.
Thank you. Please.
Christian and Marcell, can you take us through the race? Like, Christian, did you realize you had the lead early, and could you sense that he was gaining on you? And what did you think when you crossed the line and sort of the reverse from Marcell? Did you realize you were catching up to him, and did you sense you were behind? And what did you think when you crossed the finish line?
I mean, I felt myself get out to a pretty good start. I feel like my transition was decent. I feel like I could have been running a little bit smoother. I didn't really see him because he was 2 lanes over. I kind of felt Marvin more than I did Marcell. But I definitely saw him at the line, and we both dipped. And I honestly had no idea who had won. So we were both just waiting to see who won. So yeah.
Sì, io sapevo che sarebbe partito molto più forte di me. L'obiettivo era quello di, ripeto, stargli più vicino possibile. Quando mi sono reso conto che in realtà mi sono focalizzato tanto sulla mia corsia, su guardare quello che facevo io e non guardare quello che avevo attorno, però nel momento in cui abbiamo tagliato il traguardo mi sono reso conto che eravamo lì. Speravo di essere riuscito ad arrivare leggermente davanti, ma quel tempo che abbiamo dovuto aspettare l'ho patito parecchio perché speravo ovviamente di poter portare a casa questo titolo. È stata però una gara bellissima, mi sono divertito tanto.
It was a great race. I really enjoyed it. This is the last words of Marcell. But at the beginning, he says that I've been more focused on the start, because I knew he was faster than me at the start. Christian was faster than me at the start, so my target was to be as close as possible. Then in the final meters, I was on the finish line, but I could not realize who was the winner. And those moments have been really painful.
Thank you for your answer. Gentleman, please.
Can I bring Marvin into the discussion? Because you were in lane 4 with the other 2 men beside you, either side of you. What was going through your mind? How did you assess the race? Did you have any feelings about what was going on either side of you? And can I put you on the spot as well? When you crossed the line, who did you think had won?
So, throughout the day, throughout the rounds, I executed, and I felt like, I had a chance coming into this final to also win. And being in forward, being smack in the middle was actually like perfect position because, like you said, they're the other side. And I know, I've raced racing before. I know the start. Actually, this is, I believe, our second time racing. So, it was nice to, be, in that position. Just trying to execute, and I feel Christian, get a good start. And when you know that's going to happen, you just have to be patient and go through your phases. And just towards the end, I feel Marcell get a nice surge. And once they get there, I think he ran out of room. And I thought, Christian got it, and, we go 1 and 3. But it was a hell of a race, just two completely different races, on both their parts. And to see it, all play out while being in the race is kind of special.
Thank you. More questions? Please, gentlemen here.
Question is for Marcell. In both the Olympics and today, you ran personal bests in the semifinal and the final. And you mentioned that you peak for the championship, but everyone tries to peak for championships. So why are you able to do it and to run PBs in the finals? Is there anything different you do to peak that you really think helps you?
Beh, ripeto, l'importante quando arrivi ai grandi appuntamenti è cercare di passare i turni. In realtà io in semifinale ho cercato solo di trovare un buon feeling con la pista, cosa che non ero riuscito a trovare nelle batterie della mattina. Avevo fatto un po' di difficoltà a capire la tipologia della pista. In semifinale ho trovato un assetto migliore e questo mi ha portato a correre comunque un ottimo tempo. Però non pensavo al tempo, è stata credo l'unica gara dell'anno in cui non ho pensato al tempo e che poi è arrivato. Però l'importante era cercare di passare i turni. Poi ovviamente quando sei all'appuntamento importante hai tanti giusti avversari in parte a te, ti danno quello stimolo in più per dare sempre il 110%.
The reason is probably because when you compete in the championships or in the most important events, you have opponents of the highest value. And on this occasion, I didn't. It was the first occasion this year I ran without thinking to my time. So this helped me maybe to run in a better way and to reach such a good result.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We have time for 2 more questions only. So you have 2 last chances to ask our medalist. We're short of time, but we still have some time. 2 last questions. If not, then I thank you for your attention, and I suggest a huge applause for our medal winners.